Coming up next on Adventurer, if tomatoes could really fly, our guest would be in the Guinness Book of World Records. Nonetheless, the flying tomato is in the Book of Olympic Records. Snowboarder Shaun White is with us after the break. Stick around. Clash, James Clash. Welcome to Adventurer, the show with guests who truly push their lives to the limits. No talking heads here, just the real deals. I'm Jim Clash. Snowboarder Shaun White won Olympic gold in the halfpipe at the 2006 Torino Olympics. Because of his mop of red hair, he also attained the title, the Flying Tomato. Shaun is with us today to remember Torino and to fast forward to 2010, the coming Winter Games in Vancouver. Welcome, Shaun.
Hey,
the Flying Tomato. Wow, you really do have red hair.
I got a lot of this going on.
Tell me a little bit about winning. You've won a dozen medals in the X Games.
Yeah.
But in Torino in 2006, you won the gold medal for the United States. How did the feeling differ when you won an Olympic gold medal?
It was definitely strange. I mean, it was something that I've never experienced before. Because, you know what I mean, I've won X Games medals,
sure,
and I've gone back and kind of like redefended the title and all that. But to go to an event that, I've never been to and that has such a, prestigious background. And I mean, you remember being a kid and watching, watching the Olympics on the, Summer Olympics was my favorite to watch.
Yeah.
And, but to actually be there and all you think about is like that Queen "We Are the Champions" song, you know what I mean, playing when you're going down the. And it was so funny because I remember on my way out there, I had that song playing in the iPod, and then I'm watching the highlights from the previous Olympics, and I'm like getting all amped up to go, and I don't know, it was a wild thing, and definitely it meant more to the fans of mine and the U.S. The people in the U.S. than I even could have imagined, you know what I mean?
When you won the gold and you were on that medal stand, and there's our national anthem playing, I mean, did you tear up at all? What was the feeling on that medal stand?
I did, and they're going for the tears there. They set you up. They
really?
They do. They put my whole family in the front row, and they're all crying and looking at me, and I'm like, oh. But it was definitely, it was a wild trip for me.
Now, looking forward to 2010, in Vancouver, are you going to participate in the games, and what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'd love to. It would be fun just because, I mean, I don't think I really got to take it all in the first time.
Yeah, sure.
And definitely, now that I'm going back, or would love to go back, but, it would be such a different mindset, you know what I mean? And I would feel like, when I go to the mountain, I feel like I'm the most dangerous rider when I don't care as much. You know what I mean? Because you're more relaxed and you can really think, through it. And now that I would be, already having a gold medal, I would be in there like, okay, well, I got nothing to lose. I'm just going for it. And yeah, I'd love to go. And since it's so close to home, Canada's not too far.
Yeah, yeah. Even in Torino, I think you landed the first run. I mean, no one beat that score in the half pipe, right? So
that was pretty cool. The victory lap.
Yeah, and I mean, so you lost some of the nervousness probably early on because you put such a big number up.
Well, what happened was I had fallen on I was too relaxed. Obviously, I fell in my first qualifying
Right,
run.
I remember that.
And it was such a surprise to me because I'm like, wow, I don't remember the last time that went down. And it was, in my mind, I'm solid. I'm like, okay, well, odds are I got no more falls for the rest of this competition. You know what I mean? Because I'm really a consistent rider. And it was just funny because I came down, I saw the faces of my family, and they're just ghost white. They're like, you fell. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? And I and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh gosh, yeah, I'm at the Olympics. I gotta geez, this is gonna be heavy. And so, I'm taking laps, and on TV it looks like, oh, he fell, and then I go back up and take another. I had to wait a whole hour.
Oh boy.
I would burn a whole hour, hour and a half, I think it might have been, and just kill all this time before the next run. And,
which you get nervous waiting.
Oh, yeah,
right?
and I'm sitting around like, okay, great, yeah, I'm going to wait. And then, sure enough, I drop in, I got the run out of the way, and I was so, jazzed at that point that I knew my finals run better than the qualifying run.
You just came out with a new video game. You've been in video games before, but this is your own deal. Tell me about it.
Yeah, and I mean that's what really inspired it. Is it wasn't like I'm like I gotta do this game. It was that before when the games came out that I was just a character in, I was just so disappointed, and it's a bummer to be disappointed. I was like this young kid, I'm like, I'm in a video game. Finally.
And that's not me.
And it's unreal, and then
me.
it didn't look like me, and it was just awful. And so this was this rare opportunity to actually put all of my input in the game instead of where I had none. Now I have, you know, I picked up the music, I picked out what my character says, I did voiceover stuff in LA, I even did motion capture in the studios in Montreal where Ubisoft's based out of. And yeah, it's just been this unreal, I guess, events that went on for the games. I sat in this board meeting, I'm like, so what do we do? Like, what do we do now?
So this is the video here.
Yeah.
If I hold it up here.
Okay.
And it's how you can get it at Target?
You get it. Yeah, I mean, most all large retailers.
I'll definitely have to try this.
Yeah, for sure.
And really, it's an honor to have you on, a gold medalist for the United States in the Olympics, and we wish you the best of luck.
All right, thank you so much.
In 2010 in Vancouver.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll be there.
For more iconoclasts and adventure, click on Forbes.com/ToTheLimits or pick up a copy of my book, To the Limits. And thanks for watching the Forbes.com Video Network. Clash, James Clash.